Darling, you are now officially mine. And I still can't believe I get to say that. It doesn't even feel real yet. I've been holding back for so long, thinking I needed more time, more answers, more proof that what we had was safe to hold on to. Not because you changed, but because I finally stopped running from what's been right in front of me all along. You. Your love came quiet. You didn't rush me. You didn't force anything. You just showed up, consistently, patiently, softly, and slowly I realized you were building something steady with me, even when I wasn't sure if I could accept it. But now, I'm not unsure anymore. I'm choosing you, openly, fully, finally. You're not just someone I love. You're someone I claim, not like a trophy, not like something to possess, but like a person whose heart I now protect, whose name I now say with meaning, whose presence I no longer hide in silence, but welcome into my world. Darling, you are officially mine, not because I said it, but because now I'm ready to live like it. It took me time to get here, not because I didn't care, not because I didn't see your worth, but because I was still learning how to let someone truly love me. I've been through things I never really talk about. People I trusted who let go too quickly. Moments where love felt more like a lesson than a gift. So I stayed guarded, careful, half in, half out. But through it all, you stayed. You didn't ask me to hurry. You didn't punish me for needing space. You just kept showing up with patience, with softness, with that quiet love that never asked for attention, but always made me feel safe. And I noticed, even when I didn't say it, even when I seemed distant, I noticed, I noticed how you remembered the little things I said in passing. How you supported me when I didn't even know I needed it. How you gave more without asking for anything back. That's when it started to shift for me. That's when I realized you weren't just someone I liked, you were someone I trusted. And now, standing here in this new place with you, I feel peace, real peace. Not the kind that comes and goes, but the kind that makes you breathe deeper, walk slower, love softer. So when I said, you are officially mine, it wasn't a line, it was a decision, one I made from the calmest part of me. Being able to say you're mine isn't just a sweet moment, it's a responsibility. Because love like yours, it's rare, it's gentle, it's built from patience, not pressure. And now that I've called you mine, I know it's my turn to show you what that really means. It means protecting your heart, not just from the world, but from me too, from careless words, from distracted silence, from the kind of neglect that slowly chips away at love without anyone noticing. It means noticing you, your moods, your needs, the way you go quiet when something's bothering you, but don't want to make it a big deal. It means choosing to stay present on the days when my mind wants to wander, on the days when life gets heavy, on the days when everything feels too loud, except you. Because your love is soft, but it is strong. It held me when I didn't even realize I was slipping. It waited when I couldn't offer much. It stayed when you had every reason to walk away. Now that you're officially mine, I want to match that energy, not just in words, but in real, daily actions. I want to be your safe place too, the one who sees you even when you're quiet, the one who lifts you up when you forget how much you carry, the one who reminds you that being strong all the time isn't your job, because I'm here to share the weight now. Now that you're mine, I've started to imagine the life we'll build, and it's nothing loud. It's not a picture-perfect movie scene. It's not about grand gestures or big speeches. It's about the quiet things, the kind of life where love lives in the small moments, like cooking together at night, even if it's just something simple. Music playing in the background, your laughter mixing with mine, no pressure, just comfort. I imagine mornings that start slow, no rush. Just me making you coffee while you're still wrapped in a blanket, telling me about a dream you barely remember. I imagine shared silence, the kind that doesn't feel awkward, but peaceful, like we don't need words to feel close. I imagine arguments too, because we're human, but not the kind that tears us down. The kind where we both come back to the table, ready to listen, ready to understand, because walking away just isn't an option. I imagine home, not a place, but a feeling. You, me, us, learning how to be soft with each other, even when the world outside is rough. This is the life I want with you. Not flashy, not for show, but real. A life where you never have to question if you're loved. A life where I keep showing you, in every small way, that you matter, that you're mine. And I'm proud of that. Being with you has completely changed the way I see commitment. I used to think it meant limits, like locking myself into something I wasn't sure I could keep up with. I thought it meant pressure, to always perform, to always be perfect, to never slip. But now I see it differently. With you, commitment doesn't feel like a cage, it feels like peace. It feels like knowing I don't have to search anymore. Like I finally arrived at a place where I can stop proving myself and just be present, being yours. And calling you mine isn't about ownership. It's about choosing each other every single day, even when it's hard, even when it's quiet, even when there's nothing exciting happening. It's about trust. Trusting that we'll both stay soft when things get rough. Trusting that we'll speak up instead of walking away. Trusting that this love won't fade just because we've seen each other's flaws. That's what I want now. Not a relationship that looks good on the outside. A connection that feels safe on the inside. A space where we can both grow and be imperfect and still be chosen. So when I said you're officially mine, I didn't mean I'm holding you tight out of fear. I meant I'm holding you gently out of love. And that's a commitment I've never been more sure of. Your love did something I never expected. It gave me the courage to finally face parts of myself I had buried for a long time. I didn't even know how much I was still holding on to. Past mistakes, old wounds, people who made me feel like I wasn't enough. For years, I carried those things quietly. I smiled through them, laughed through them, told myself it doesn't matter anymore. But deep down, it did. It shaped the way I trusted. It made me slow to open up, made me question good things as if they'd eventually leave too. Then you showed up, not to fix me, not to force healing. You just loved me differently, with patience, with gentleness, with silence when I needed it, and words when I didn't know what to say. And somehow, that love made me brave enough to stop pretending, to stop hiding the parts of me that still hurt. You reminded me that my past doesn't disqualify me, that I'm allowed to grow, that I don't have to be perfect to be loved right. And now, because of you, I'm building something new. Not just a relationship, but a foundation. Stronger, healthier, more honest. So when I call you mine, I don't say it with fear. I say it with healing. Because you didn't just love the good in me. You stood beside the broken too. And that changed everything. Since you became mine, even the smallest parts of life feel different. Things I used to rush through now feel like moments I want to slow down for. The quiet parts of the day, they've become my favorite. It's not just the big things you bring into my world. It's the tiny ones. The ones that most people wouldn't even notice. Like how your voice sounds when you're tired, but still trying to laugh. Even your silence feels full, like your presence stays with me, even when we're not talking. I never used to notice those things. I used to overlook all the in-between moments, the ones that come between sunrise and sleep. But now everything feels different. Now I care about things like how your day went, what made you smile, what song reminded you of us. It's the little routines that get me now, talking to you while I'm doing nothing special, or sharing thoughts we've never said out loud, but feel easy to speak when it's you I'm speaking to. You've brought joy into the ordinary, peace into the middle of chaos, a softness I didn't know I needed until I felt it, and I think that's what love really is. Not constant excitement, but constant presence. So yes, you are officially mine. But more than that, you are the reason life feels lighter now. Now that you're mine, I want to make a promise to you. It's not a promise of perfection. We both know that's impossible. There will be days when I'm not my best, when I fall short or lose my way. But even on those days, I want you to know this. I will always stay. I will stay when things get difficult, when we're not sure of the next step, and when everything around us feels uncertain. I will stay because you are worth it every single day. But I'm not just staying, I'm choosing to grow too. I want to grow with you, side by side, not just in love, but in life. I want to listen more, to understand deeper, and to be the person who helps you carry whatever life throws our way. I promise to love you, not just when things are easy, but when we have to fight for it. And when life gets heavy, I will be the soft place for you to land, just as you've been for me. I want to protect the gentleness in your heart, just as you've protected mine. I will continue to show up, not because I have to, but because I want to. And I will love you in a way that feels safe, real, and never out of obligation. So, you are officially mine. But what that really means is that I am yours too, in every way that matters. Ready to build, ready to grow, and always ready to love.